Behind that door is the brand new Corvette Grand Sport. Here's 10 things I love about it and 5 things I hate. You've seen the leaks. You've heard the rumors. You think you know everything there is to know about this Grand Sport, but I promise you, you don't. I'm here at the reveal. Let's talk about this car. First thing I love about the Grand Sport is the brand new heart. Guys, they brought the nameplate back, the LS6. It is a 6.7 liter, 409 cubic inches, 535 horsepower, 520 foot-pounds of torque, the most amount of torque from any naturally aspirated V8 ever built. Guys, they're bringing it back to Flint, Michigan, where the original small block was built in 1955. This is awesome. Number 2, we had to get down here for this. Look at this torque curve. Look how linear that is. 520 foot-pound of torque, I just told you guys, but that's the most amount of torque from any naturally aspirated V8 ever built. And I'm not talking just from GM, I'm not talking just American company, I'm talking every manufacturer of all time. It's the most amount of torque, it's insane. 535 horsepower, and it don't need anything else. It doesn't need turbos, it doesn't need supercharged, it's just raw American V8 power. What do you expect from Corvette? Number 3, this is for all my engine nerds out here. This engine is a 13-to-1 compression ratio. Just think about that. That's insane. If you guys look back in the past, the L88 427 was 12.5-to-1 on leaded race gas. This is on 93 pump. Just think of the possibilities. Now standard for the 6.7 is a tunnel ram intake. This is what people dreamed about. It's got high velocity intake ports, 130 millimeter intake runners, 95 millimeter throttle body, which is bigger than the LT2. This is what dreams are made of right here. So the Grand Sport as a whole is already badass. There's 3 packages though. You have the touring package, which comes on all seasons with standard brakes. Then you go to the sport package, you can get PS4s with the bigger steel brakes, or you can go to the track package and get the Cup 2Rs, the sticky boys with the carbon ceramics, and you get the big aero, all the carbon fiber bits, stuff from the Z06, the wing, the canards, all that good stuff to help with track performance. So before, the only way you could get the center exhaust was with the Z06, but that's no longer. Grand Sport now has it. But you can change it up. You can have outboard or you can have inboard, but I can promise you with this new 6.7 liter, you want the center exhaust. Trust me. For all you horsepower junkies, if the Grand Sport wasn't enough, Chevy was like, let's make a Grand Sport X. It combines the 6.7 liter with an electric front motor combined, making 721 horsepower. Carbon ceramic standard, unique chassis tuning. This is for the guy that just needs more power. So for number 8, the X finally now makes sense with the full lineup of Corvette. We don't have E-Ray anymore, and I'm super sad about that. But many people didn't understand what that car was. Now, with the X, it makes all sense. You have Stingray at the base, you have Grand Sport X, Z06, ZR1, ZR1X. So now you know the X denotes the fact that it has an electric front motor. We've all seen the Admiral Blue with the white stripe. That's the traditional Grand Sport color scheme. But what you haven't seen is the launch edition, the white with this blue and red Superman-like interior. This thing is insane. Every little detail about this is wild. There's some super unique texturing on the door, some unique patterns on the dash. It's all unique, only in the launch edition. So for number 10, this LS6 is the new standard for GM. This is the 6th gen small block. It starts here in the Grand Sport, but it doesn't end here. It's gonna be in some other stuff. Take a listen to this thing. It wouldn't be a proper review if we didn't talk about the things that I hate, that I loathe. One of them being, there's no manual transmission, guys. We've all talked about it. We've all wanted it since the Stingray first came out. Looking at this cutout, I'm seeing a pretty good opening here for what would be the fun stick and 3 pedals. So what's up, GM? Like, come on, man. Do it for the people, for the plot. So for number 2, I'm pouring out an invisible bottle for the homie. RIP the E-Ray. But it makes sense. The E-Ray wasn't represented well. The naming didn't make sense. People assumed that it was electric. Now with the X, given that the ZR1X is out, people understand now that it's an electric front motor assisted with the gas engine. But again, I'm sad for my boy. So number 3 doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Why is it that you cannot get the track pack and the full aero on the car with more horsepower? You can get all the stuff on the Grand Sport, but if I'm buying a car with more horsepower, it costs more money. I want all the aero. So because of that, I'm taking this home with me. Number 5, the last thing I hate about this car, and we all need to know this, we don't know the pricing of it yet. We don't know where it falls in line with the rest of the cars in the lineup. We don't know where it falls in line with Stingray, the outgoing E-Ray, Z06, used Z06s. Let's be honest. I'm not going to be able to afford a ZR1 or ZR1X, so I forget about those. But I need to know what the pricing is so I know, which one to order. All right, so you heard all the things. You've heard all the things I love, all the things I hate. But to be honest, there's no comparison. The things I love far outweigh the things I hate. And the things I hate are very, very minute. The fact it doesn't have a manual, fine. We all knew that that wasn't probably going to happen. We don't know the price yet. That'll happen at some point. We'll find that out. I'll get to drive it at some point. But guys, I mean, the heritage of this car is insane. The Grand Sport has always been a car that's kind of the underdog of the lineup. It's always been the car that's been attainable for most people. They brought back the LS6 nameplate. It's got the most torque of any V8, any naturally aspirated V8 ever made. They're bringing it back to the original facility that small blocks were built from GM. There's just so many things that make this car great. So I want to know, are you going to get the Grand Sport or the Grand Sport X? Honorable mention on the things I hate. It's not necessarily me. It's going to be the boomers. They're going to see LS6, and it's not a 454, so they're going to be kind of upset.